Good evening, friends. It's Monday, April 13th, 2020, Easter Monday. I wonder, have you ever had an experience that doesn't quite feel real? Or an experience that it takes some time for you to believe that really happened? It was real. I wonder, for Jesus' friends, after the resurrection, if it took some time for them to process that Jesus really was alive, that the women weren't crazy. When they ran back from the tomb to tell Peter and the others that Jesus had risen, I wonder if it took a little while. Certainly it took Thomas some time to be able to believe the amazing thing that had happened. Sometimes things are so wonderful that it takes us a while to realize it's true, it's real. Sometimes things are so horrible, so awful, that it doesn't possibly seem real. Even when you live through a pandemic like COVID-19, initially it just doesn't seem real. You go a day at a time and adjust to changes along the way, but it doesn't seem real. This evening, Charles and I read online the news of a Disciples of Christ colleague. Reginald Holmes is a pastor in the Central Rocky Mountain region. We have met before and known him and appreciate his work in the Denver area. His co-pastor, Big T, has COVID-19. So we're praying tonight for the Hughes family. I'm praying tonight for a neighbor down the street. Saturday afternoon, I was working in the garage, had the door open. It was a beautiful sunny day, and I heard sirens a few blocks away. A few minutes later, I looked up, and a huge fire truck came down our street, followed by an ambulance. No sirens, but lights flashing. I stepped to the end of the driveway just to see what was going on, and a few houses down the street, the emergency vehicles pulled up and stopped. A first responder got off the fire truck, completely geared up, protective wear, mask, booties, the whole 9 yards. A few minutes later, a young woman came out of the house, obviously having difficulty walking, but escorted to the ambulance. I heard one of the EMTs ask her husband, "Has she been tested?" I immediately began praying for my neighbors. It turns out it wasn't a COVID-19 issue, but another health concern. She's back home, and I'm so glad, so thankful for this family. But I would imagine there are many people who've had the experience of an ambulance pulling up right next door and realizing one of their neighbors has COVID-19, or a family member. When it happens to you, to someone you know personally, to someone you love, it suddenly is more real. Of course, there are other things in the world that we know are real, but it's different when you live through them. I'm praying tonight for people in Tennessee recovering from a tornado, for refugees in Malta being turned away from a port, struggling to survive on a boat. My friends, when you pray, what is real for you. When you pray, what does your heart long to become real? I've heard it said that our prayers help craft God's new reality. What do you long to make real in the world around you? What storms do you want to help cease? What will your prayers help to heal in yourself, in your loved ones and neighbors, and in our world? On this Easter Monday, I simply invite you to reflect. What is real for you right now? And what do you want your prayers to make real with God? May it be so. Amen.